If you're watching this, you're wondering, how do I trade during an election week like this? How serious is this outcome going to affect the charts? Let me break the ice more than you expect. The situation here, how everything's coming down, it looks like whoever wins Pennsylvania is going to win the election, and right now it's shifting towards Trump. Regardless of your political standing, regardless of what you like to vote for, who you voted for, I can say whatever I want because I didn't vote. You guys got to understand that, like, my job is in the stock market. I believe I've done so much research on this stuff. I didn't vote just because I was out of town when the deadline came up and I wasn't able to put in my registration to vote. When Trump was president, the market moved very well. It was very early on into my trading, life, but it just was a lot more transparent back then, it feels like. I mean, this is the lead up right before COVID. This is the COVID drop, but you can see, look at how amazing the stock market moved when Trump was in presidency. And while, yes, of course, Biden's administration did pretty well, I would say, in the stock market, but just from a trading standpoint, it just feels like Trump led a pretty good political run in the stock market. This also gives me doubt when she wanted to tax unrealized capital gains. Now, this is for a very small percentage of people. This is in the people making over $100 million. Do you realize that those are the people that control the market? Giving no incentive for capital gains tax like this on unrealized gains is going to take so many market movers out of the market, and it's going to negatively affect the stock market. You don't understand. Yes, millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people trade every single day, and they invest in the stock market, but there's a very, very small percentage of people that actually move the market. Those are the people getting affected by this. And what unrealized gains are gains that you have yet not closed. Basically, if I have a house and I buy it for $100,000, and get the fuck out of here. Next year, the house actually increased in value $20,000. Now I will have to pay taxes on that, on money that I have not even made or gotten to see. That's just the value of something. Same thing with the stock. If I buy Apple at 200, it goes to 240. I've yet to close my position out. I will have to pay taxes on the gains I've made on that. It just makes no sense. But looking at the market right now, it looks like we are chopping. We had this really big drop on Thursday to some AI news, but since then it just looks like we're kind of just waiting. This is something I've voiced before. The people that really have the money and really control the markets, just like those people that Kamala wants to take all their money from, they already know an outcome or have a very strong edge into what's going to happen. You got to realize with everything inside the market, you guys know implied volatility, you guys know everything is already baked in. All these people that have the money, that move the money, they know way before everybody else does what's going to happen. It's just how it works. It's a rigged game. I believe those people already know what's going to happen. There's no bazillionaire waiting back to sell or buy something, waiting on the presidential election to come out. They already know. There's definitely still going to be a move of retail coming in once the election results are a lot more transparent. Like I said, whoever wins Pennsylvania is going to win the election, and right now it is skewing towards Trump. It was 50-50 yesterday, now it's 56. Not 100% yet. We still have a lot of time. Late voters are definitely going to make a pivot as well. But it looks like we're going to see a Trump presidency. Now, here's the issue. I believe that a Trump presidency would be bullish on the market. It was bullish last time he was in the market, but we are in such an overbought position right now. I think the market does need correcting. I mean, you guys can see. This is the weekly time frame. We're up almost 6,000 points in 2 months with no drop. Basically every time we've dropped, we bought back up, which is good. We want to see that. We like seeing money coming into the market and staying in the market, but I mean, you guys can see I didn't even get the full move. We are definitely ready for a correction in the market. So I do think some news like this, and obviously the media does not like Donald Trump. I think if he does get elected president, we're going to see a lot of selling come in just originally because the narrative that's going to be pushed, because of the situation we're already in, where he's being kind of adopted or birthed into a giant market pump where it's already overdue for a correction. We will see though. I mean, I really, really would like to see longs continue, but again, you have to think as far ahead and as realistic as possible with something like this. Obviously, you guys know I have a Discord. I tell people what to do. I give alerts. I trade live every day. My best idea for you this week is to trade on evals. There's no reason for you to risk capital this week. There's no reason for you to go out of your way and I have to make money this week on election week. There's one thing that you should never do, and it is trade when there's outside factors affecting your chart. What that means is that the chart, regardless of the setup you have, news can come out of nowhere. You do not want to be in a trade and then some Pennsylvania news comes out. Oh my gosh, Trump wins Pennsylvania. you're going to see a huge spike, and it may go your way, it may not, but that's not what we want our trades to have outcomes from. I think the best thing for you to do this week is, if you do trade live, which I really don't suggest you do, very small, maybe half quarter size your positions, as well as if you want to, which I would suggest, this is probably the best thing for you to do, is stick to evals this week. All you can do, you can keep trading, you can trade all you want, find the setups you like. I don't think there's going to be any effect on the chart price action until we see that news. So it's fine to trade right now. It's just that anything can happen at any moment. Get on an eval. Maybe you pass an account, get an extra account for you to trade live on, and then, you have more going into next week. I'm going to trade probably Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We'll see how long it takes for these election results to come through, but I think by then we'll have a pretty clear idea what's going to happen. The best thing you can do is just have no expectations coming into this week. It's going to be such a crazy week for America. I mean, we saw the French presidency came through, huge outbreaks on both sides. Canada had a recent election. It's going to be a mess. But for us as traders, we can trade both sides. It doesn't matter. I would love to see this continue up, but I do have kind of a feeling that this is going to continue to drop. But regardless, we're going to make sure that that doesn't happen while I'm in a trade. We're going to do our best and find a situation that's going to work for us, and we're going to make the most out of it. We are in a perfect position where it does not matter what happens, okay? All we can do is we can sit back, let it happen, and then when it comes up to the time to do it, we have the opportunity to take either side. If you're serious about trading, I think you really should start to act like this. Act like someone who's really sharp at their job. You have no desire to do this. You have no control over the market, especially on a week like this. Sit back, let it work for you. Then when the opportunity comes, you strike and you make the most out of it. Plus, you get pretty much a free week. You get vacation, bro. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't want that. Just stay safe, boys. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100K. Love you, boys. I appreciate it. You guys have a great day.